hope you are doing well. It is the weekend here. It is Saturday. It's kind of overcast, and I've tried filming a couple of times this week. I wanted to film, I think, Wednesday and then Friday, and I was all set to do it and planned to do it, but I just don't think my heart was in it this week. It has been a very strange week, a very sad week. Started off just a little bit challenging with some school stuff and just life as we're living it right now, which is totally normal and we're all doing okay. But the news this week has been so alarming and appalling, and there have been lots of conversations in our home about what's going on in the world, and it's just been kind of a sad week. So I decided not to film, but I thought I would pick up the camera today, try to get our home back in order, and I've picked out a few cookbooks for the week to try and stay on top of things, and I've been doing some more journaling. I haven't really been knitting, so I'm not really sure what I'm going to share with you today, but I felt like I wanted to check in again and just share whatever I end up doing today. So I hope it's not too boring. I hope I have things to share with you, and I hope you are all taking care of yourselves this week. I have had a very, very slow start to the morning. I think everyone in the house is just dragging their feet a little this morning. It is overcast and gloomy, and I think everyone is just tired of being cooped up and feeling it a lot more this week. The end of the school year is coming, so we've been working really hard, and I know James is quite disappointed that he has no formal graduation, and it's just been hard. We've been having a lot of conversations this week about what's going on in the news, and they've all been good, but we're all really tired and I think need a bit of a pick-me-up. And so I decided to pull out a few cookbooks to pick up my mood and maybe do some baking this weekend, which always makes me feel better. And I pulled out these 3 books. 2 out of the 3 I am very familiar with. I've used them quite a bit, especially the Apples for Jam. It's probably one of my most used cookbooks ever, and most loved. I absolutely love that book. So this week isn't really about pulling the books out of my collection that I want to get familiar with, or maybe I've forgotten. I think this week for me, it's a little bit more about comfort, and I think I want to do some baking. The first one I knew right away that I wanted to pull out was Apples for Jam by Tessa Quiros. I think I have almost all of her books. I don't use a couple of them, but this is definitely a very well-used and loved book. I've probably shown it before, so I apologize for possibly being a bit repetitive here, but this book is worth repeating and going back to. There are so many good recipes in here. They are very reminiscent of the type of food that I grew up with too. So it's comfort food to me, and there's some really simple recipes in here, and I don't even know what I want to make yet, but I know I've gone back to this book so many times that I really just wanted to pull it out this week. They're really nice recipes, and the book is beautiful, so I pulled this one out first, and I'm thinking of this one a little more for dinners. So that's my plan for this. I know there are a few things in here that I've loved. I can't even remember. I might make a list and put a sticky note of my most favorite recipes from this book in the inside cover, just to help me get back to that. This book, I know I've shared before. It's the Farmhouse Cookbook by Sarah Mayer. I haven't used it a ton, but it is beautiful, and there's quite a few things in here I think I'd like to try this week. Mostly baking related, I think. There's a cheesecake there. I'm not sure if I'm gonna make cheesecake, but there are some really nice, simple looking recipes. These looked wonderful, but I don't know if I can find sour cherries anywhere right now, at least where I shop. And this looked really good too. The cider and apple cake. I think I could probably pull together everything for that. It's just a beautiful book. These looked really nice too. So there's some baking in here that I think I would like to try out this week. It's a really beautiful book. Like, this is a coffee table book for me, or a sit in bed and look through book. Gorgeous. And I've always dreamed of living on a farm, so that fulfill that dream a little bit. And I know that I've talked about this one before too, but it is an old favorite. I love it. It's The New England Farm Girl by Jessica Robinson. And I pulled this out mainly because I think I want to make these today or tomorrow. They look really nice. I have not tried this recipe. I know I have made this recipe so many times, and also the raspberry oatmeal bars are a huge favorite in this house. So she's got some great baking recipes, and I think I'm gonna flip through it, look for some more. There are a few savory recipes in here that look nice too, but I've mostly done the baked goods, but these look delicious. So everyone has been asking lately, what's for dessert? What do we have that's sweet? I think everyone's just craving a little sweetness. So these are my 3 cookbooks for my selections this week. I'm going to leave them out on the coffee table, flip through them a little bit more, and plan out what I might want to make for the week. Has finally come out. It rained for a little bit, which makes everything look so beautiful and green. I am just making a little lunch for the kids, and I'm going to sit down for a bit, although I might have to pop in a tray of cookies because I had to refrigerate the dough for an hour or two. And I also wanted to mention that I have pre-orders for the Everything leather tote bag on my website. I just put them up a few days ago, and I'll keep them up probably through to the end of the weekend. They are in the black and brown as usual, but I'm also putting pre-orders up for all of the new colors, which I'm totally in love with. I don't have the tote bags in the other colors to show you right now because I sold them and I held back and did not keep one for myself. It was very difficult. I really wanted to keep a blue one, and I might the next round, but I just thought I would show you to remind you. I know a few people have asked about the pre-orders, so now's the time. You can check out all the details on my website in the listing. It tells you how long it will take and some shipping information. I just realized that even though I don't have all of the new leather colors in the Everything tote bags to show you, I do have them in the crossbodies. So I thought I would pull them out just to show you the colors in case you wanted to order a tote bag and weren't sure what color to go with. This is the forest green, which is a really beautiful deep green. This is the same crossbody that I've been wearing and loving so very much. And this is the raspberry, also a really pretty color. The dove gray, I think it's beautiful. I love them all, so I don't know. I couldn't really pick a favorite. Mustard, and sapphire blue. This is definitely one of my favorites, and I'll be keeping a tote bag in this one the next time I have a batch of them. So those are the colors. I just wanted to give you a little peek in case you hadn't seen them on Instagram. Yeah, so there they are. Go to the grocery store quickly because even though I've done my big grocery shop, we're completely out of milk and almost out of eggs. So I thought I would get out early. The store doesn't look too busy. There's no lineup and I've got my mask. I'm hoping to get in very quickly and get out very quickly. So I was meaning to upload my vlog last night, but I didn't really film too much more. There was a lot going on in the news, and I don't even watch the news very much, but if you are on social media and you are paying attention to the news, there's just a lot going on and it's been weighing on my heart, and I had a lot of trouble sleeping last night, which is not like me. So I had a rough night, and I just thought I would continue today, and I don't know if I'll be talking very much, but I am just going to try and find the joy in today and do my best to make it a nice day for our family, knowing that not everyone has that luxury, and thinking about what is going on. I'm not forgetting about it. It's definitely on my mind and weighing on my heart, and we're just figuring out as a family what we can do and what conversations need to be had in our home. And I'll just continue the vlog today and just see where we end up.